Hej, tu Bechy z kolejnym odcinkiem Hellblade'a. Spróbujmy sprostać 2 kolejnym wyzwaniom.
There he is. There he is. The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house.
He's
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air.
Where's
it gone?
Keep going.
How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's just another test.
You just have to solve it, and then you will find him.
Then you will succeed.
He's so close.
Just one little test to do.
You can almost reach him.
You can almost see him.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. To the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. It's an illusion. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that. Senua. The bridge. It's broken. Fix it.
You have to fix it. How are you going to fix it?
You can't get to the house until the bridge is fixed.
You must. Now you have to find him.
Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
She did it.
You fixed the bridge.
You fixed it.
You passed the trial. Get to the house.
You succeeded.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him.
You have to find him.
The runes.
Focus.
Focus on the runes. What's that sound?
Dillian! They're coming for me! You're dying. It's too much. Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. Why are you here? What's that? It's Dillian. Go to him. Dillian. Go to him. Dillian doesn't say. He's trying to save you. It hasn't shoot into him. It's It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. You're dying. Don't let it see you. It is.
Focus. Run.
Focus. Find it.
Focus. Focus.
Focus.
Two more.
Where are they, Senua? Where are you?
Don't let it see you.
Don't get lost.
Don't let it see you. You'll start to burn.
There
it is. Move away.
Don't let it
Run.
Run now! What shall I do?
You came through the wrong door.
How are you going to fight?
Where's your sword?
Find yourself. It's that creature. You can't. It's dangerous. It's Dillian. Find the creature.
Light. Go towards it. Focus. To find one more. One dance. Find the other symbol. You're lost.
Don't let them look at you.
Where's Dillian?
Where is he?
You've got them.
You have them.
Where's the door? To find a way out. Find the gate.
Get out. Run.
Run.
Don't let them look at you.
Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I am. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this is nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
You've come this far, but the bridge is broken.
There's no way you can fix it.
What do you do now, Senua? You want to see what the mask sees.
No, she doesn't.
You want to see what the mask sees.
Stay back, don't touch it.
You're curious. Focus.
Where are we? What is this?
It's the same.
Different.
It's another world. It's lighter.
It's nicer. I like it here.
The bridge,
It's not broken.
it's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
Dillian is in there.
Don't forget.
You can feel it. You need the runes to fight.
Dillian.
You need Dillian. He's waiting for you.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world, fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Open the gate.
She can't.
Open the gate.
It's locked.
Try harder.
She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find me. She will.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
Dillian.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
Before he disappears.
Dillian, don't lose him.
Slip away too many times. Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the
To be in love. He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
the dark.
The dark world. The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Dillian saved her.
You owe your life to Dillian.
You owe everything to him. Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
Do you
can't
remember?
go up
You
there.
can't go on.
Not in
Senua.
this world.
No, not in this world. You can't.
Remember Dillian?
Do you remember?
Do you remember the sound of his voice?
Do you remember what it was to touch it?
Dillian didn't believe in the curse. Dillian believed in you.
Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Was it worth it?
There he is. Where are you taking
He's
him?
up there. He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. You squashed. There is a way up there. She can do it.
Curse.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Why didn't she? You have no chance of loving her.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again. Was it worth it?
You're still alive.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon.
Why didn't she listen?
Loki replies, Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
He led you astray.
Years had passed since she left her father.
Chance. Why didn't
She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love.
You're cursed.
But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. Zimbel and her past. Dillian. Future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
She thought that she knew best. She thought she had light within her when she never knew. She is pure. You have no time for this. Speed up. It's all art. They set you trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? Laughing at you. You exerting you. You couldn't see the darkness. Didn't get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
The way he stroked your hair. Do you remember the way he felt?
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
You owe your life to Dillian. You owe everything to him.
Look what happens to the things you love.
Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do. He didn't believe that she was cursed.
He saved you when everyone else turned their backs.
What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Baldur stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Baldur, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they found in a cave. Baldur was never my friend, she says. Let hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Do you remember the smell of his neck?
He's the reason she's alive at all. What if they're all about wasting your time just delaying by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks they knew nothing. Special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just
Playing,
What if the gods are laughing?
messing with her.
It would
Billions! Be the first time. Be very, very careful.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms,
No, she's not.
had to see the world through his eyes.
She's steady. She
Slowly,
can do it.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
So that's it.
Quicker.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Breathe. No! Where's he gone? It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to it. Just come to the water. He's drowned.
Senua. Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. So we fix them by taking away their sight. But you give up the beautiful world. You, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy.
They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you from the inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears.
They're going to take everything.
They're not yours anymore.
They're going to take everything you have.
The memories of ghosts.
They belong to the gods, not to you.
They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul.
They want to crush it.
They think they want your body, they want your soul.
They want your mind, and they're going to take it.
The memories were yours, but they're the gods now.
Nothing is yours anymore.
It's disappearing with your memories.
Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Dillian.
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts.
I w tym miejscu się zatrzymamy. Do usłyszenia następnym razem.